Okay, so marbling can be done with different materials. You can do it with paper, you can do it with different types of paper, you can do it with different types of fabric. Plain fabrics tend to work better, but you could try it with something different if it was, say, a light coloured fabric that you then wanted to add sort of ink and detail to. Now, you need a tray, and there's a couple of these trays that look like they've been a bit through the wars that we use for marbling. Okay, so you need bits of fabric, tray with water in. What I usually do is, instead of filling this up directly at the sink, getting one of the big jugs and just tipping it in so you don't end up spilling anything anywhere. Right, in here, there are these little bits here, and with these are your marbling inks. Now, what you have to do with these is very specific. You do not need loads. Okay, that's your first thing. These are oil based, so what happens is it will float on the surface of the water. There is ways of putting too much on, and then it ends up not really working very well. So let's have a look. Oh, my blue seems to be a bit empty. That's my favourite. Okay, so unscrew the lid. You literally just put a couple of drops in, and straight away it will start dispersing around. You can use the end of a paintbrush, as long as you wipe it off, to sort of start manipulating some of these in sort of interesting textures. Now, the thing that I'd be sort of thinking that this could work well for is Michelle's currently looking at Tamara Phillips. So something like that, where she does look at patterns and things like that, would work quite well. So it comes out with your sort of detail on like that. Now, you could manipulate this in different ways. So you could have something like that and then start adding on, say, let me think, embroidery on top of it. You could add have it as sort of a base or a background, and then add bits going on later on. Oh, the red seems to be floating more than the purple. So you could combine it with different techniques to show how to do some of these things. So just think through about how you could potentially use it for your project. Things like the detail of, say, petals may be quite interesting with some of this kind of thing. So you could end up doing some bits of and cutting shapes out as well. You don't have to keep it rectangle or square like that. You can start adding bits and pieces like that. So that is marbling.